Hello, everyone. Welcome to Swindler's Den and the start to the Mythic Odysseys of Theros, the new campaign that we are starting on this channel. I am Sharp, aka BakaZombie, and I've been joined by four amazing players that I've chosen by hand here to tell this story. I'm going to do a few announcements first before we introduce them, and then we'll get right into the game. Start off, this is a game based off of the Magic the Gathering set. I'll have you know I've never played Magic the Gathering, so if I mess up the lore and break your toys, don't get too mad. so,
They're not
I'll try.
toys, okay? They're card. They're collectible
They're just-
cards.
The collectible card.
They're just
Um,
$800 logs.
Damn it.
So for this campaign, we're gonna do something special, because it is a world set in it revolves around these gods. We're gonna do something called the Act of Gods, where it's gonna involve you guys, the viewers. If you donate any bits during these streams, once we hit 500, a minor act of God will enact, which means that they will either do something good or something bad to the world that our players have to interact with. And every time we hit 5 subs, and that's either new subs, gift subs, or if you upgrade a subscription, which we have a lot of cool new emotes coming to the channel, so be sure to do those. But if you do it during the stream, hopefully our mods can keep track of that for me and send and let me know, and we can do a major act of God, which is going to be something more cataclysmic that they have to deal with. We won't be doing any this stream, just because we want to set up the world and make sure that we're rolling before we start stopping them constantly. But if we hit any of those goals during the stream, we'll put it into the next one, and we can rock from there. As far as the schedule for this goes, it is going to be every other Wednesday, just because these guys have bent over backwards to get this to work, and I'm super appreciative of it. A lot of very involved players. So as of right now, we're doing every other Wednesday, starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If in the future you guys are enjoying this and want to see more of it, let us know. And as schedules free up, we might be able to do it every week. I can't guarantee that, because again, a lot of people are busy here, but let us know if you want to see that. For Swindler's Den's announcements, I'm going to hand it over to Grizz here, if he wants to say anything.
Yeah, make sure you check out our games on a Monday, 7:30 Eastern, Morris, and Friday, Fandelver, as well as this. And also on the 14th and 18th of next week, next Monday and Friday, we'll be giving away a set of, that's a weird way to hold it, candy cane dice from Ice Cream Dice. So make sure to tune in for that and enter for your chance to win.
Perfect. That is it. So with that, we will do players. So I've got 4 amazing players here. 3 of them are actually my DMs, and then I put one of them in here to deal with the rest of them. Keep one in mind. And this was very much a game I made to be like, hey, thanks for being a DM, because some people become DMs and help us tell our character stories and then never get to play again because they're the only ones that will DM. So be sure to kiss your DMs for those you players out there. But we'll get started. We'll start with DrPhage. If you want to plug anything, where to follow you, your background with D&D, and your name, obviously.
I'm DrPhage. I have been playing D&D for about 6 years now, 5 or 6 years. DMing for most of that. I've been DMing Sharp for about 3 years now, I think we calculated. I've played D&D, Monster of the Week, Call of Cthulhu, a bunch of different role-playing games. So that's my experience.
And then we will go over to Bumbles next in line, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess. Yo, what up? It's Bumblescum. I played D&D. I've been playing with Sharp for only like a year, and we've been friends for almost 10 years. I've been playing for over 10 years. So it's weird math, but I play D&D, mostly Pathfinder for like the last decade. just got into 5th edition like a year ago. I run like 2 games currently for Sharp, but I'm in the middle of producing like 3 to 4 other fucking shows. It's,
Yeah, if you want to
wild.
plug where to follow you or where to see those games, feel free.
Okay. On Twitch, we do Thursdays and Fridays, which, don't worry, it does not coincide with these. It doesn't interrupt Swindler's Den streams.
Thursday,
But
Saturday.
we do Thursday, Saturdays. Yeah, we do D&D over on Slime Basher is the channel name. But you can find me at Bumblescum on most anything else. Yeah, all around cool guy. That's what me is.
And do you want them to follow you anywhere, DrPhage, or skip it?
No.
Okay, don't follow him. You can see him here. That's
Don't you dare try to find him.
We'll go to Grizz then.
Hey, I'm Grizlocke. I've never played D&D before. Never been on the first time on the channel, really. Kind of nervous. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, yeah, I play in every game on this show for some reason, and I'm very excited to play. You can find me at Grizlocke on YouTube, Twitch, YouTube and Twitch, and Swindler's Den, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays.
And last but
Tommy.
certainly not least, we have Kim. No, go for it.
AbnormalChemist. You can follow me pretty much everywhere with that, except for Twitter, where the O becomes a 0 because someone already had that name apparently. I've played D&D for the last couple of years as both a DM and a player. Play with Grizz and Morris on Mondays, and I guest starred on Fandelver. Yeah.
And I'll be your DM, Sharp, aka BakaZombie. You can follow me over on Twitter at ZombieBaka. It's reversed on Twitter. I have DM'd one game that we didn't finish, and I've played with all of these guys here, and I'm very excited to run a game for them. So with that, we will dive into the world of Theros.
Whoop, whoop.
So, Theros is a world of gods. The gods didn't always exist. They were thought up of dreams by the mortals as they looked up to the stars and thought of the ideals of the worlds. Before the gods existed, the mortals looked up to the skies and thought of their fears, which manifested themselves as titans that ravaged and destroyed the lands. Didn't care for the mortals, were only there to use them as their servants. Once the gods came into being, they captured these titans and made the world safe for the mortals, who then started to worship these gods, giving them further power. And these gods picked out their most devoted followers and made them as champions, as oracles, to further spread their power. But that is not where our story starts. Our story starts a little bit later in that life cycle, as we go to a gladiatorial ring. In the land of Atheros, the more warrior and gladiatorial-centered polis, or city-state, of Theros, a newer gladiatorial ring has been built near the sporting arena, where yearly competitions take place to prove one's worth. But within this gladiatorial ring, more show fights happen to show off not only new champions, people trying to become heroes, but also the more established ones to just give a show for the people there. I'm going to explain this Coliseum because it's not perfect to what I wanted, so I had to make a few adjustments to it. So you do see the 2 black bars on the sides. I can ping them here. Those are walls. Those aren't stairs. You can't go through there, just so you're aware of that. There's the people up in the stands as well. And down at the very bottom, you will see 2 little areas where our our characters are at. So this is one of the smaller events where the newer people trying to prove themselves are at. And at these events, they have both the people trying to prove themselves as heroes, maybe get their name out there so that people want to ask them to do deeds for them, to prove themselves to the gods, as well as some minor criminals are there as well, because they're not worth giving a sentence to. We'll just throw them in the ring for some extra entertainment, and if they win, we'll let them go there. If not, oh well. And within one of the rooms here, it's lit by torches. There are two guards standing by the door, waiting to open it for you when the event starts. And we see 4 figures in there. There's 2. One is a human male, and one is a boar man, essentially, half boar, half man. And they've been psyching themselves up. They're closest to the door. They're getting ready to get out there. But we also have 2 other people who are in there, and we will start with Igor to describe himself.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, Igor, he's a big, burly minotaur man, dark brown fur. His horns have some gold jewelry on them. And he wears a chainmail set of armor with big metal pauldrons and gauntlets and such. He carries a big, long pike that kind of resembles like a fantasy lance, sort of. Very fantastical looking pike. And he's badass. That's pretty much it.
Also, in our heroes side of the ring, the waiting area, we have Ukrit. If you want to give us your description.
Ah, yes, Ukrit the Unsavaged, a Leonin who is a very scholarly, civilized man. He is over 6 feet tall, over 7 feet tall, I think. Right? Is that correct?
I don't know.
Am I over 7 feet tall? What was I believe? Okay, I think it's over 7 feet tall.
Whatever his height is, I'm plus 1 inch.
Right.
Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. I'm whatever his height is, plus 3. So we'll ever keep growing. But no, Ukrit the Unsavaged is I think he's like 7'2". He's got dark. He's a Leonin, so he's a lion man. He's got dark brown fur, even darker brown mane that he keeps neatly into a beard and slicked back as a civilized Leonin would. He wears a pair of laurels to help him look civilized in these worlds. He's carrying around a stack of books, and he basically just has a blue and gold tunic that he wears. Not a tunic, toga. He's got a blue and gold toga that he wears. He doesn't have much on him. He might have like a pouch or 2 of food or something. But beyond that, he's there, and he's I would say he's badass, but we'll see what the rolls say.
Also, I forgot to start music, so
I was gonna say something, but I didn't know if you were doing it on purpose. So
yeah, no,
I don't know if you were being
meant to do
introduced
it
before it, but
I meant to do it as we got into the gladiatorial ring. Forgot. So we'll have music for the other 2 intros. Did you already do your roll, or were you doing a roll?
I'm gonna do it on my first turn.
On your first turn, okay, cool.
Yeah,
because
it'll just determine
prior
what my
things,
first action is.
Yeah.
I have things to do.
So that was our heroes, and over in the other room, just a couple paces down, the criminals are being kept in there. We see 2 figures, and we'll start with our shorter figure. Sparx, if you want to go ahead.
I'm Sparx, the Sata rogue. I don't have anything to compensate for, so I'm only 5 feet tall. I have about another 6 or 7 inches of horn sticking up that normally, when I'm not in prison, would have ribbons and jewelry and all sorts of finery on it, but that was stripped of me in this unfair punishment. Normally have a neatly trimmed beard, deeply tanned skin, but looking a little worse for wear after my unfair incarceration. Wearing some nice leather armor that I have to refit after my stint. But yeah, that's Sparx.
And towering over him, just a little bit too tall for this room, kind of crouching a little bit, we have Mayapple.
All right. You see a Centaur Woman who is about 7'10", pushing 8 feet. Hard to tell because she's a little crouched here. Tan skin, clearly from the wilds. Her nose has been smushed down a couple times from being broken, but it's pierced underneath. Her hair starts in a French braid to the base of her neck and then splits into 2 beaded ponytails that run down on either side of her body. She's wrapped in leather around her chest to bind herself, and along her humanoid body to match the pattern on her equine body. She's painted little white flowers and little yellow dots and interconnected them through vines. Her equine body is chestnut in color with white fox beaded as well throughout her hair again. Her tail is again French braided and then splits into 2 beaded strings. And along her backside is where all the spots come in that she's painted up her body. And then again, where 5 of them meet, she put a little yellow dot to make it into a flower and drawn on more vines. And she is very muscular.
Another strong woman for our channel.
True that.
So within the miscreants room, the guards are standing a little more watch at the door. They don't want you trying to get out ahead of time, and they start fitting you up with your armor and giving you back your weapons. Just, well, you'll need these if you want to stand a chance at all, but we're gonna keep the rest of your belongings back here. We'll give them to you if you win.
Suppose that's fair enough.
All right.
And within our heroes room, you guys have all your stuff, whatever you brought with you, you have. You see the human male and the boar man just kind of excitedly talking to each other. Man, once we win this, all the wind will be feeding us grapes. They'll be singing our praises. The boar man just, yeah, we're gonna eat whatever you say, yeah. they're ready to get out there. And with that, you hear a very faint, not very faint, but you hear somebody shouting outside, and you can tell that that the show match is about to be underway. And with that, you'll hear, "Let the games begin!" And the doors start to open, and you guys can start walking out. I think you all have control of your tokens, correct?
No.
I do.
Oh wait, I was on the ruler. Yes.
Sharp, don't forget to put the music on loop. Hit the...
Yes. Yeah, that one ended at a good time because I'm going to be using a different one anyway. But yeah,
cool.
Yep. You got to take place wherever you would like out here. These guys are going to be right up front.
Well, I think right over here is good for me. Maybe back here.
Yeah, I'll go right in the middle.
As you
I'm
come
looking
out
in the crowds right now.
Okay. If you're looking in the crowds, give me a perception check. But as you walk out, you hear cheering. Everybody's super excited to have this starting off. We have a 12 from Ukrit.
12 perception. As I'm just... Oh, well, let's see here. Who can I spot in the crowds right now?
So you'll see... So... everybody in the crowd is either a human or a satyr. There's no other races here. There's not a ton of satyrs, but there are a few that are here. Yeah. And if you look over in the top, left of your screen,
Oh, what is this? Who do
You will
I see?
you will see somebody who is taking bets. And you'll notice that is I have the name here. It's Chiron, who is the philosopher that you made a bet with before coming in here.
Oh. Oh, there he is. Hello, Chiron. I'm yelling up to him. As you can see, I'm here just as I said.
He'll kind of laugh and just keep taking money from people around him as he's making bets. So you're not going to make it within the first round.
Well, make it because that is what civilization has asked for. Good luck with your bets. Whatever will happen, will happen.
I will
In the far
win
back,
this in honor of Heracles.
in the far back of the arena, as you came out, like high above everybody else, you'll see there's one man standing there. He's standing up with his arms up, and there are 2 empty seats behind him, but he is flanked by 2 soldiers as well. And you would know this as Pubos, who runs the Colosseum. He's the games master here. And as you guys take your position, he'll say, "Bring out the first wave." And the door that's actually right in front of you, Ukrit, is going to start opening. And from it, you will see 2 large figures start coming out. The first one, as it walks out, stands up on its hind legs. Let me get it so I can actually change the layer. Stands up on his hind legs, and the next one will walk out next to it, kind of slinking out of the shadows. And you will see a bear and a tiger come out of the shadows. And we'll have you roll initiative as the music starts.
All right.
All right, if you click on your token and then click the initiative, it will roll it automatically for you.
You click the what?
If you click on your token...
Oh, the button, the number.
There.
Okay, I see,
Oh,
I see.
7.13, because we got the dexterity stuff.
Yep.
You are that.
Oh, well, I must say, I thought I'd be fighting other people in here, but what happens will happen.
Hold on. The tiger got a 14. And the bear got a 17. And then for our 2 boys, get their character sheet up quick because I'm a fool and didn't think to do that ahead of time. Actually,
Oh, good. It's part of the fun.
see if this works. It does. It does. So I don't have to roll for that. There we go. Oh,
Yep.
they both got an 8. Neat. Alright, so. Put in order. And Igor, if you want to start, you are first.
Ooh.
I don't think you ordered it. Oh.
Yeah, I'm moving them around here.
Oh, okay.
Lineman, you should not be so close. And he's going to. He's just gonna run up as far as he can and hold his action to stab with his pike when something comes into his range.
Alright. And that is the bear. And seeing this minotaur running up to him, he will run to you. And you can take your action then.
Cool. I will do so. Gosh darn it. That's a 9.
A 9 is going to miss, but
Bummer.
the bear will get to attack you then. He's going to bite. Okay, well, first roll's in that 20.
Oh, of course. I have terrible luck.
That's one of you. So, it's 8 damage. So we're just doing double the dice number. So
Okay.
8 damage on you.
Yeah, I'm still up.
And that is the bear's turn. And Sparx is next.
Okay, so I'm gonna run this position, and I should then be within range to shoot this bear with my sharp bow. That's what I'm gonna do. Sharp bow.
17 will hit.
With 2 sneak attack.
Yes.
So 9 damage total to the bear.
All right. So this from behind you, Igor, this bolt comes whizzing past and just nails the bear right in the chest after he just bit you. And he rears back in pain. And do you have any bonus action, Sparx?
Not at this time, because we're level 1.
All right, and then we have the tiger, who, seeing the bear already taking on the Minotaur, is going to see another feline within his sights and will come running at you, Ukrit.
Can I say we decided what we thought our chances of surviving before the stream, and I'm gonna say mine went from 100 to 0 real fast when they came out that door. I moved away because I thought I was gonna fight the other people. Oh boy. Well.
So, and he's just gonna, as he lunges at you, he's just gonna swing with his paw.
Roll low.
15.
15. That is an absolute hit.
All right. This is going well so far. It's 5 damage.
This is 5 damage. Oh
Is that
my
what,
gosh.
half your health?
Slightly more. Oh dear gosh.
As this hit connects, you Charon in the crowd just starts taking more money.
Yeah. I bet he does.
And that is then Mayapple.
My goddamn initiative. Fuck me.
Mayapple the Centaur gets to go next.
Oh shit. Alright. Okay. Oops, I'm on the wrong button. She can get here. It's her 40 feet.
Ooh. Being as the poor lion guy is looks like he's hurting, I will short bow the tiger.
Alright.
$13.
13 on the tiger, I believe hits. Let me double check. Stop messing around. Yep, 13 hits.
Alright. 5 piercing.
Alright. Anything else from you?
No, that's it for this round.
Alright. That will bring us to our human male, who can only move 30, 10, 15, 25. There almost gets there. He's gonna... Yeah, he'll stand right next to you here. Don't think he can do anything, unfortunately. Oh, he does have a crossbow, so he's gonna shoot the crossbow at the bear here, which will hit for 10 piercing. So as he runs up to you, he'll just take out his crossbow and, oh, I can't let you have all the glory, friend, and just shoot the bear. Another bolt hitting him in the other shoulder. And then our boar man, who might have more speed, or no, he's on it. 2, 3, 5, 6. That's right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep, he runs right up to the bear as well. and he's going to take out his great axe and swing at the bear. Doesn't hit, fortunately, but he actually has something else he can do. And because he ran forward, he's able to charge, and he's going to hit with the tusk attack, which hits. Doing 2d6 worth of damage to him. That's 3. So, he comes up and he swings the axe at the bear. Missing, he kind of ducks his head down and rams into him as well. And this bear is not looking good. He's been gored up pretty well. And that is now Ukrit's turn.
Okay. Let me just see something real fast. Okay. First things first. You dare touch me, you uncivilized beast! Look at you! You can't even wash your own paws upon the washroom! And I'm using that as my daunting roar. He used to make a wisdom saving throw or become frightened of me.
Alright. Let's see. Tigers, how's your wisdom? 15.
You pass. God damn. It's
a wise tiger.
It was a 13.
He's not understanding your words. He's just growling at you still.
You think he'd understand my growling back? In that case, I believe what I will do is a thing I like to call running away. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I have a 35 base speed, so I just... Actually,
all right, and that's with
I'm gonna go 5,
disengage, right?
10, yep.
Okay.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Perfect. All right. And then it's back to Igor.
Bear got cheap shot, but heroes will rise to any occasion. And then I stab my pike. Yes!
That's a hit.
For 5 piercing. Please
For
tell me he's
5.
dead. Otherwise, I'm dead.
Yeah, how do you take care of that bear?
Yeah, I look over to the human who was talking to me a second ago, and then when I look back, I just stab my pike right through the heart of this bear.
And the bear goes down. He takes the pike right through the heart after having 2 bolts in both the shoulders, and you'll let out one final roar before he falls down. Let me just double check something before I start doing fun things. Okay. All right, that is Sparx then.
Okay, I'm gonna run up next to the nice centaur lady, like right here. And I'm going to hold my short bow until that tiger gets within melee of one of these other dudes.
Sounds good. The bear is dead, so we'll remove him. And it is now the tiger's turn, which he is going to, seeing Ukrit run behind this group of people, he'll run at the boar here. So he's within melee if you want to take your shot.
Ooh,
That does miss.
I figured.
But he will jump onto our boar man here. Doing his nat 1, he just completely whiffs it. And will actually, he jumps at the boar man, and he just kind of lifts his snout with his tusks and kind of flips on his back, so he is prone now.
Ooh.
And then it is Mayapple's turn.
All right. Fudge. She's gonna make her way a little this way to get a better look of the fight, but she's not gonna do anything this round.
Okay. That is our fighters. Not wanting to get one-upped by Igor, he will run around the bear to stab at the tiger here. Where's your character, sir? There you are. With his long sword. And he hits. These guys are just nailing him for 8 damage. That brings you down to there. And then the boar man will also swing with his great axe. Also hitting. Doing 15. And again, this tiger is just starting to stagger now after taking those 2 huge hits from these guys. And we move to Ukrit.
I believe Ukrit, he's gonna like pat himself down for a second and be like, "Oh, of course, it's right here," and he like, swing, and he's got mage armor on now, so he like shimmers in this magic armor. That should be a little bit better. Never leave home without a pair. And I believe that's only 1 action, so I will end my turn.
All right.
He's saying this in character. I'm so confused.
He's very intelligent. He knows the 4th wall exists.
Igor.
Igor is upset. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's not. He's come around here. I had a house cat bigger than you, and then he'll stab in with pike again. 15. Yes. For 6.
For 6 damage. This tiger, as you... Oh, you do have advantage, actually. I forgot. He is prone.
Oh, he's prone?
Yeah,
then
so
that's the crit, which would be the 11.
Yeah, so you just jam this pike down into him, and how do you end your tiger?
He's on the ground, so I just kind of throw my my pike up a little bit to re-grip it, and then doosh right down into him, into the belly.
And you just hear the air escape its lungs as the tiger goes down.
Is there no one else? Yeah.
As you say this, you kind of turn to look to see the crowd is just cheering, and Pobus, the game master, standing up top. He's like, "It seems our fighters are very strong indeed. Let's see how they handle our next challenge." And you'll raise a hand, and the door over on this side will open up. And you will hear this as a large 2-headed creature just bounds out.
Oh, shit.
Luckily, he rolled a 2 for his initiative.
Ooh, good.
Yeah.
You wanted more? You've got it. Let me get him.
I didn't mean it. Take it back. I'm gonna use my movement.
Okay. Yeah, it's still your turn.
Come down this way. Yep. That's it.
All right. Then it is Sparx' turn.
I move over here, and then I'm going to do the same thing and wait for this giant dog to get melee with someone for my short bow.
All right. Tiger, you are dead. Get out of here. Centaur, Apple.
She's going to step back and then just kind of look over the crowd and be like, "You call me barbaric? Those are like the worst." That's her turn.
You can do a perception check too, looking over the crowd.
Sure. Nope.
That one, yeah, it's just a face of people. Just a sea of people. Sea of people. Sea of faces. They're all cheering. They're cheering so loud they don't even hear you saying that.
Okey-dokey.
And then that is our fighter. Seeing the dog come out is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can't quite make it. Neither can his friend. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. But they are charging down this two-headed canine, and then we have Ukrit.
All right. Oh, where are they? 25 feet away. Oh, it's 35 feet away. Okay. So I just gotta see some of these lengths. 50 feet away. You there, you two-headed dog. Mind I let you know that it is highly barbaric to just rush in here snarling and doing as you may please. Don't you realize you can educate yourself and bring yourself up? I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Rolled a 15, but has a -4, so that is a 11.
All right, you fail. You do 1 psychic damage. Also, the first time it makes a saving throw before the end of the next turn, it must roll a d4 and subtract that number from the save.
All right. As you say this to it, like the one head will look at you, and then it'll bite the other head, and it'll take 1 damage because it's just a nip.
Yeah.
Anything else from you?
No.
All right. It is.
I'm safe back here.
It is. Oh, I didn't loop it. I am a fool.
You foolish fool.
Suddenly, they stopped playing the music because my arguments were too sound and they couldn't concentrate. They had to think.
So after this one head nips the other one, they'll kind of stumble forward and charge down our fighter friend here, which he doesn't kind of sit on the spaces correctly, which is neat. And he's going to bite with the first head, which misses. Just trying to he's trying to stumble to it. After getting nipped by the other one, just kind of bites air, and then the one who had bit the other one bites down onto him for 7 damage to our friend.
Friends.
I don't know if he's your friend or not. he's been helping. That's all you can ask for. And that is the canine's turn. So it's Igor's turn.
Would I get my held attack because he's?
Oh yes, sorry. You have your held attack.
Awesome.
Ooh.
That will hit.
Oh no, that's not. Come on, ding dang it.
Ding dang it.
Sorry. Give me 1 second. Ugh. Terrible.
So
Terrible.
9. And usually if you click, I don't know if you click on short bow and it will roll it, like on the roll on the screen. If you click short bow at the bottom, it will roll damage.
Oh, I did not know that. Thank you.
I don't know if it adds your sneak attack though.
I'll find out next time.
All right.
If you have it clicked on your sheet, it will add the sneak attack.
Sweet.
All right. So as he's biting down on this guy, just another bolt right above the right behind the shoulder blade here, and now it's yours turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
I'm just going to take a couple steps forward. I'm going to lay on hands myself for 2 HP, because that crit really messed me up. Okay. And then that's it.
That is it. Sparx, it is your turn.
Level 1, dude.
Oh man.
Level 1's fun.
Okay, well, just gonna do a tried and true short bow again. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Okay.
Yeah, your shoot just goes right over the top of him and just into the wall. Luckily behind him is just wall, like it's tall wall where they keep all of the competitors, if you will, for the heroes. So just right into the wall. Anything else from you?
Nope. Level 1.
All right, May Apple.
Alright, so that did nothing. She will advance and then use the side of her greatsword to give it a whack.
Okay.
So non-lethal.
That hits.
14. All right. 8. But bludgeoning, I guess.
8 non-lethal bludgeoning. You just kind of you thump it on the haunch as it's biting down on this guy still, and it'll buckle a little bit, like it hurt, but it's not changing from who it's been attacking.
Yeah.
And then that will be our fighters.
That's it.
All right. The fighters. Having been bit down pretty hard in this guy, he's gonna two-hand swing his long sword, which they're rolling 20s. They're out here. Big 8 chunk meaty hit on that one. And then our boar man will walk forward and swing his axe as well. For a crit.
Ooh.
I gave you these guys to help, not to win the whole thing.
You're on it, fine.
Like, as he swings down, like right between the two heads of this dog, and it's just like you can see where it splits a little bit. They're still standing, but it hurt. It hurt real bad. And that's the Ukrit's turn. I almost skipped Ukrit.
All right. Yeah, I am gonna. Now that I see that everyone's kind of surrounding him and he's not going to be able to charge me, I'm going to walk closer. And as I'm walking towards him, I'm going to say, "Can you hear that, everyone? I believe that is the sound of taxes coming." And make a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Wisdom saving throw. Just
minus a D4 because of the mind sliver too.
Oh yeah, minus the D4. It's a 2.
It's a 2. All right, and because he's missing life, my Toll the Dead does a D12.
How do you do this? Yeah, how
So
do you do this?
What do you mean?
How do you end him?
How do I end him?
Yeah.
He just hears the ring, like this bell in its head, like, and he doesn't know. It's kind of like a dog whistle for him. He's like, "Ruh, ruh, ruh," and they're like, they don't know what's going on, and where that cut already is, it kind of like they drive themselves mad, and they just accidentally split themselves open a bit.
Awesome.
So yeah, as this happens, the dog, you can just hear the tearing of the muscle, and the dog just falls as it gets to like where its heart would be, and the crowd just goes absolutely wild as you vanquish the final foe.
You had to let others have some fun.
And you can see the two fighters that were with you are just like chest bumping each other and high fiving and dancing. And I want everybody give me a perception check.
Okie dokie.
My natural instinct is to go for a dice. I'm like, no, I gotta click on this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
12.
This is trash. I want to use Ratchwell dice. I roll high on dice.
So, Mayapple and Igor.
I'm too busy thanking myself.
You stay turned towards the I'll just say it's a Cerberus at this point. You stay turned towards it while the other 4 fighters that are out there turn towards Pobus, who is now standing up to announce. He's saying, "And everybody here has been a victor. All champions have proven themselves, as well as our criminals have gained their freedom." And as he's saying this, Igor and Mayapple, you notice under your feet, like it looks like water rippling, but it looks like it's over the ground as it comes from him, from behind you, from Pobus, and it goes up into where I'm pinging here, where there's a big, larger door, and right above that door you see 3 crescent moons flash for a second. And as he's still announcing the crowd, that door just starts creaking open very slowly. And as... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, that was me going, huh?
Okay.
Is this part
it-
of price?
As the door opens, just like steam comes rushing out over this water ripple effect on the ground. Just starts pouring out of the door, and you hear this very low hissing sound. And as this door is getting slower and slower, more open, like you can hear the crowd starting to murmur to each other. You get the idea that this typically doesn't happen, especially during these lower ranked show matches. And as the door gets a little bit higher up, you see a large reptilian head start to appear. It's always so far at the top that it's hard to change. See all my options. Here we go. A large reptilian head just starts slinking out from the fog in the dark, and it looks to be covered in armor. And as it starts hissing here and roaring, you will see a second head comes out of the mist.
Ooh.
And a third.
Do we see this by now too?
Yes, you guys will see this by now too, especially with the noise it's making. The fourth, the fifth head, and as they all start moving forward here, they're gonna not fit in the squares because moving things in a group. They are all connected to one enormous body.
Oh shit!
At the back.
Lovely.
And it rolls an 18. We are still in initiative.
Well, I believe he used his turn to get into the field.
Let me remove some bodies so they're not in the way of this monstrosity. And as it walks out, you can see the main head, it was low to the ground as it was figuring out the door opening and stuff. And as it came out, but it lifts its head higher above the other four so that it's up and out of reach of you guys. And I believe we ended on Ukrit, so it would be Igor's turn first. At this point, people are screaming because I don't think any of you have been here before to this arena, but typically people wouldn't be this close if they were bringing this monster out.
I believe Heracles did kill one of these before.
Yes, you would know that this is a Hydra, and it is one of the deeds that your god, he defeated one too.
Would I be able to recall how?
Roll a religion. Or history. Religion or history, your choice.
I'll go religion. 21!
21. You would know that you do have to... That every time Heracles tried to chop off a head, 2 more... Let me double check this. It changes depending on which Hydra you're talking about. Yes, 2 more heads comes out of it. And... every time he sliced it as well, acid would spit out of its body. So that doesn't help you kill it, but you would know that eventually he started using fire to stop the regeneration of the heads.
Okay. Was that my action to recall that?
Nope.
Okay,
cool. That's free.
I'll yell, do not cut their heads. Make sure to use fire, if possible. And then I'm going to run in over here. Since I have a reach weapon, oh wait, hold on. I guess I might have to step in a little closer. I'm trying to think, because if I attack it, I don't know if I'm just going to cut its head off by mistake. So I'm trying to think this through. Can I go for a called shot and say I'm going for a body shot?
Yeah. For this fight, you can either choose to hit a head or the body, and you don't have to be right up against the body. If you're close to a head, I'll say you still hit the body.
Yeah, I have a 10-foot reach anyway, so I think do I have to be here or can I be here?
You can be there.
I can be
here?
here?
You can be
okay.
there.
Cool. Then I'm going for a body shot with my reach weapon. $19.
19. Will hit.
Nice. 9.
9 piercing. You stab into the arm or the front leg of this thing, and you can see the front legs are very muscular, and it's kind of dragging itself by that, where the back legs seem almost disformed on this thing, like it can't use its back legs at all. And as you stab into it, you do see that the the blood still just spit out, but it doesn't hit you. It only it just spurts right in front of it there.
Oh yes, and watch out for acid blood.
So 9
Very
damage.
important.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Anything else from Igor? That's your turn. All right. It is this thing's turn. Scene. Okay, let me double check to make sure I know what all he can do right away. That's what I thought. Okay, so 2 of the heads are gonna go after our fighter in the front here. Both rolled an 8 plus. Yeah, they're both gonna hit. Where are these dice? I should have had them ahead of time. Yeah, the first head just takes them out. The first head grabs them, and then the second head comes in and grabs them, and they just rip them in half and eat them. And they will take their step forward.
Well, double shit.
So these 2 side heads attacked. These 2 heads on the other side are going to come for Igor.
Okay. Igor can take it.
One of them crit.
Igor is most likely dead.
Well,
Yeah,
goodbye, Igor.
12 plus. Yeah, I mean
I have 6 HP, so if it's over that, I'm dead. Or I'm down.
Yeah, it's well over that. What you guys see is this head just slams onto Igor, and as it bites into him, he just collapses. Igor, it is non-lethal. Everybody else isn't aware of that, but it is non-lethal. So it grabs you, and then the head that's been higher up, seeing you go down, is going to come down, and almost like a snake, where quick nature lesson for everybody else. Snakes don't unhinge their jaw. They have an extra bone in their jaw with muscle connection that allows them to stretch it. And it just opens its mouth really wide and takes Igor whole.
Well,
That's good fun. This is a good thing.
All right. That is Sparx.
How tall are the walls of this Coliseum? Like, of this pit that I'm in?
Oh, and sorry, I have to explain too. They as after he finished swallowing, he brings his head back up above the rest of them. The walls of the Coliseum. So the ones on the sides where the people are only like 6 feet tall, whereas like the back ones are taller than this Hydra.
Okay. So, I'm going to run my speed over here. There. Pretty close to that. I am going to then just take another short bow shot at this Hydra.
All right.
I'm gonna quickly yell out to him. Aim at the one that ate him.
I'm just aiming straight for the body.
Okay. Even.
Ah!
All right.
Yo-ho!
So it is 17 total.
The extra one would not be there because that's on the sneak attack, and we don't normally do extra on those. Or I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, it would be. Yeah.
Okay, it is.
Total.
Okay, 17 total. Cool. Yeah, as this thing is just finished, like, it's weird. Actually, perception checks from everybody quick, too.
Ooh, 3.
Oh,
Okay.
I assume you don't want me to do one since I'm out.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say because we already have a 17. It's weird because it already had to stretch its mouth so large to get. So it's a Igor? Is that how I should?
Yes. It's Igor.
Okay, so yeah, Igor. he had to stretch this really wide to get Igor in one piece. You didn't see it go down his throat.
Okay.
So he got it in and closed, and
yeah,
then it was just gone. So, but yeah, 17. As you put this bolt in, a little more of the blood shoots out, but it's on a side where it's not going to hit our boar man friend as well. Anything else from you?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right, Mayapple.
All right. Which head has Igor in it?
The middle one is what took him in.
Okay.
And it's up above the rest of them.
Okay. She will run here, past the boar, and be like, if I get him to spit it out, drag the Minotaur away. And then she's going to look back at the Hydra and be like, you fucked with the wrong people, and just great sword across it.
Okay.
Trying to get it to spit him out.
Roll for hit.
Hopefully this hits. 16.
16 just misses. So,
Okay.
as you hit it, you've heard of Hydras because your god essentially, as their children are the Hydras. Not children, but she controls a lot of them. This looks more advanced than a normal Hydra, as your sword just clangs off of its armor.
Damn it. Alright. And then, since that didn't work, she's gonna bonus action rage. And that ends her turn.
And then that is our boar man who is... Who are the women gonna feed grapes now? He's just swinging his great axe. He misses. Yeah, just another clang off of this armor that coats the Hydra's skin. Ukrit.
You fool! It's baiting you! It hasn't swallowed him because it wants you to cut its neck off! And then I am going to... let's see here. I believe... I'm trying to... Let me just see here. I had a plan, but I think that's... No, I think this is what I wanted. If I recall. Oh. I think this is right. Yeah, okay. I run over here. I dig into my pouch, juggling my books and whatever. Oh, geez, this is terrifying. My stomach's so upset from this. I might have to eat something. And then I pop an apple into my mouth. But anyone who looks at it notices it's kind of rotten looking. And as I do, I'm gonna need all three of those heads to make a dexterity save.
A dexterity save for the three heads closest to you?
No, the three in that line in front of me. Green, red, and blue.
Green, red, okay.
It's any enemy in a line, in a 30-foot line in front of me, which covers all three.
Okay,
I guess the body too.
Yeah, it's so it's weird because I have the head separated, but the Hydra itself is just one thing, so it just hit the Hydra.
Okay, so I guess that's what if we're able to aim at head specifically, that's what I'm wondering is.
Yeah, it's a weird combat because you can do specific things if you hit the heads hard enough, but the Hydra is its own self.
Okay, so I can't aim at the heads then.
You can aim at the heads because each head has a threshold limit to damage it can take before it gets chopped off. Whereas the Hydra has an overall HP that takes damage if you hit the head.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a weird combat.
Yeah, no, I want to be able to do it on the heads is a thing. So because it's a stream of stuff, I guess. Is that possible then? I guess.
Yeah, I'll say that you're affecting those heads specifically if you don't want to have the other two take effect to it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I want to do. Is I want to take on those heads with this. So I need him to do dexterity saving throws.
Okay, I'll say green, red, and blue. So red fails. All right, I assume fails. It's a 4.
Yep.
Green 17 and blue
Pass.
got 5.
Fail.
So
they
only
are
the
now.
green passes.
Yep. So the other 2 are now covered in acid, and every turn, a creature covered in acid takes 3d4 acid damage at the start of their turns.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But they can spend an action to try and cover. Let's see. Oh yeah, it can use an action to scrape or wash off the acid off of itself or another person if it needs to.
All right. Can I, from you 3, can I get a perception or religion check?
I'm bad at both of them.
19.
19, 10, and who crit? Got a
13.
13. So I will say, Mayapple, you hear in your head just like this very raspy voice as if it's clutching for, it's like it has a hard time breathing. Just come to me. And then it's the Hydra's turn. So it's start a turn or end the turn?
Start of the turn.
Do a perception for me.
Do a perception.
17. You can see this acid is just dripping on this Hydra, and it doesn't care.
It's not.
Like,
it doesn't affect it. It's pretty much immune to it. Okay.
Yep. But the furthest head is going to come forward and swing at, like, it's not going to try and bite. It's just going to try and swing at the boar man. And I guess, I was going to say it failed, but boar man rolled worse. So it swings its head and just knocks him 10 feet away from it. And the other 3 heads that are lower to the ground all surround Mayapple at once. And they're all going to take a bite at you.
Okay.
We have an 18, a 15, and a 25.
I'll hit.
All hit. And you have your resistance right now, right?
Yes, I did range.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do the average because that's 3 hits. 17 times 3. 51 half to 20 something. I think that's way above, right? It's non-lethal.
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay, yeah, it's non-lethal damage. So as you're falling, hearing these words in your head, the 4 heads will surround you as the 5th one comes down, and it's got to open its mouth even wider for you because you were bigger than the Minotaur was. And your last seconds of consciousness, looking into this Hydra's mouth, it doesn't look like it should. Like you would expect teeth and a tongue and the throat going back, but all you see is like a swirl of water as it takes you in. And these guys and the other heads are surrounded, so you guys weren't able to see it take her in.
Oh my! This thing's so hungry it could eat a horse. I'm trying to add levity to the audience as they hear that.
they laugh. That like it's weird because they're kind of like backing up into the back of the crowd, but they're also still trying to watch because this thing hasn't like come after them at all yet. So, Sparx.
Okay, so I have as a centaur mirthful leaps, which means I can roll a d8 to any jump that I make. So I am going to jump. So it's plus my dexterity, plus 3. Basically, I can make it up here because at minimum I can jump 6 feet, and you said it was 6 feet. So I'm jumping into the stand.
Okay.
Using my full action to dash up there.
All right.
I can click my name. Feel weird.
Oh, that is our boar man again, who is going to run. He'll use half his movement to get up and then run back over this thing and swing. 13 misses. Just another flang. He's just trying to swing madly. Just sad that his friend died. And that's Ukrit.
Can I do that roll now to see if it happened earlier or not?
Yeah.
Because this is going to determine. There's a thing that I might have prepped beforehand, but it required a roll, so I was just waiting till air to find out if it happened or not. It's a DC 10. And I didn't get it! Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I'm going to try and do a Mind Sliver on him, so I need a DC 13 Intelligence save.
From just the Hydra in general?
Sure. Whichever one, I guess, because it's I guess it's a mind of the Hydra, so I don't know which.
Yeah. What was the DC?
13.
On intelligence?
Yes.
It got a 14.
Fuck. Okay. All right. Well, with all that, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet. Good luck!
It is the Hydra's turn, and oops, that's the wrong. Seeing like two of the heads notice Sparx running, so it oh, you're coming with apparently. Get back over here. It turns, and I'm gonna have to drag him with me anyway, and it moves right over to you. And the first head's going to attempt a grapple on you. Do you oppose this grapple?
I do agree with that.
Okay. Acrobatics, is it for you, or athletics? Your choice.
Yeah,
You have to beat
I believe I can.
Yeah, you have to beat a 17.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a lot. Get to that because my feet is loading. Load quicker. Okay. Acrobatics. I'm marginally better at that. So this is good. Come on. Let you go. Acrobatics.
Yeah. This head grabs you, and then it goes, and people are screaming because it's like up on the wall at this point. It grabs you and then tosses you up in the air, as up to the higher head.
Mm-hmm.
And it as you're spinning through the air, you look down for a second, you see the opening mouth, and again the swirling water pattern instead of what you would expect the Hydra mouth to look like, and you disappear.
Great.
The Boar Man.
Ooh, the Boar Man's still alive.
he's been ignored because he just keeps clanging off this armor. He's going to swing down on the Hydra's tail. Misses terribly.
You got it, Arthur Boorman! You can beat him!
Ukrit.
All right. I show 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And my action is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Good luck!
Make a religion or perception.
Oh, we lost somebody.
Did he complete?
Oh, did he close out of the thing?
His icon still
turned
there.
off his camera, so it mixed everything up.
No, it should be fine, right? Oh no, it didn't. It did mess everything up. Okay, yeah, he'll be back shortly. So
16 religion.
Religion 16. You'll hear this raspy voice again, just searching for breath. Just don't run. You're making it take longer than it needs to.
Who says that? Who are you?
And with that, I'm going to move our Boar Man because he keeps getting in my way. I think he's going to take some audience with him, too.
Ooh.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah. He got him. He ate him.
Num, 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 snack.
So he will
Like popcorn
turn.
chicken.
Okay. And he's going to take his movement here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And then his action is going to have to move to... So he gets right up on you, but that was his action. So It's
Ooh,
just
he's a fast boy.
he's just standing there, and it's our boar man who was actually over here.
Borman, you've got this!
25 there. Like as this Hydra is rushing toward, like dragging itself towards you, the one head is looking back, like trying to snap at the boar man as they're moving away from him. And it is your turn.
I think we don't think he's taken any damage, right?
He's not from your acid, but he has taken some because his blood's come out twice.
Oh,
I stabbed him.
He's gotten
nice.
stabbed and
Nice.
shot.
Well, if that's the case, I shall. Oh, if it's gonna take, because that's gonna get him out of my thing. I can't escape yet. Ugh. Dang it. Okay, I'm trapped. You got me.
Yes, this was my
I
plan.
was hoping for Borman to die first. That's my goal this whole time. I wanted to be the last one standing. All right, I understand. You're a hungry boy. But can we not just speak this out, diplomatically? Two of the dead! Okay, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
13.
He fails.
Alright, that's a d12 of damage. Did that do it right? No, that didn't do that right. That did a
The second one is
dice.
the D12.
Yeah.
So the sixth is the D12.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, so 6.
All right.
6 necrotic damage. And he can try and get his attack of opportunity because I'm going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
all 5 heads get a
5,
reaction.
10, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Party wide.
So the
Tag, you're in. Let's see what happens.
So the first one is no, I won't let him grapple as a reaction, just attack. So 4 heads get to try and bite you.
All right, let's see if they can beat my impenetrable mage armor.
Okay, so it's we have a 28, a 22, an 18, and a 17.
That's not all 5.
That's only 4 of them are taking their reaction.
Oh, okay. They all hit.
How much health do you have left? Do I have to roll it?
Yes, you do. There's a chance I survive
17 times.
because I don't know your modifier. 17 times 4. All right, yeah, I'm definitely down.
Yeah, it's non-lethal.
Yep.
And so you just drop there.
Oh, this is disgusting!
And
Have you never heard of a toothbrush?
as these things just surround you and knock you down, the last thing you see is the one head dropping down, opening its mouth, the swirling water in there.
The last thing I see is Arthur Borman smirking as he's the last person alive. And I just glare.
Fade to black. And we'll go to break.
Okay.
We will see what has happened to our hero after the break, so get a snack, take a bathroom break, and a drink.
Yeah.
We'll be back for more Odysseys of Theros.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, when we last saw our heroes, or our to-be heroes, they were in a gladiatorial ring, some fighting for their lives, some fighting for glory, and through some mysterious means, a Hydra was let loose in the ring, and after ripping one of the combatants in half, took the other 4 down in one piece. And Igor, you come to, and your fur is soaked. You're laying face up on a stone floor inside of a cave. You can hear the water dripping. You can hear a river flowing not too far away. And you hear moans and wails. As you sit up and look around, you can see ghastly figures lining up, going towards the river.
It's the ghost whales.
As you look down at yourself, though, you are still in your body. You don't appear as the others. Ghastly. You have all your things with you. And you look around, and you see the form of a centaur, what appears to be a drowned rat in the satyr, and a disheveled Leonin toga just clinging to his body.
Oh, disgusting! What the heck?
Yep. As they all come to,
Steps back to her.
you can
4 feet.
yeah, go for it.
Hello, my comrades.
What on earth happened?
Fuck are we?
Oh! I survived!
Yes.
I think once I get back, I'll be winning a bet. Alright, what, do I see the ghostly figures walking by, or walking down?
Yeah, you can see them as they walk by, and they're kind of gathering on the edge of the river.
You good sir! Do you know where we are? I have a bet to go claim.
One of these figures will turn towards you. It's a human male, and he just kind of stares at you. And, well, I hope you're ready to pay your toll. The
Pay
ferry will be
taxes
coming soon.
all the time. It's fine. That's part of civilization.
The
I see
toll,
we're
the
in a
ferry will be
civil-
coming soon, and your taxes don't pay for that. And he'll turn back.
What? A private entrepreneur, I see.
At the front of all of the, like, as you guys are standing up and getting your bearings, at the front of all of these souls, you see a tall, looming figure that's cloaked. And you can kind of make him out from here, but he's still pretty far away.
What did you say your name was? Sphinx or Spat? What was it? You, the bull man.
You were talking to me.
Yes. What was it? It was Spat Bullman, right? That was your name?
No, I believe that is that one's name. Points to the satyr.
Spark.
Oh, you're Spat. Oh, you're not a bullman at all.
I am Igor.
Igor, that's right. All right, Yiggins, let's see, Yiggins Bullman, and you are Sparksy Horn, and you, the horse, what is your name?
She kind of looks.
Is it Hayseed? What was it?
The name is May.
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 Right.
Yeah, I think even you can remember that.
Oh, of course
Foolish
I could.
one.
Let's see here.
I do not know if I ever got your name.
Oh, me? I am Well, I was Eucrit the Unsavaged, but I think right now I could say I'm Eucrit the Unswallowed, for I have not been eaten by this beast. The undigested, if you will.
It was not dream.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Now, this is a interesting city we find ourselves in. I mean, clearly we're dreaming now. Or else, why else would we be in this weird town with fairies that aren't paid with taxes?
Are we? No, that could make sense.
If anybody wants to make a history check to see if you know where you are, or religion.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
These are both terrible for me.
I want to look, like, I walk over to, like, the river and
I got a 21 on
peer
history.
over. I got an 8.
12.
So, Igor, as you look into the water, it's just an inky blackness. Like, it looks like something's moving through there, but you can't quite make it out, and nothing rings a bell. You're from, well, you know of the gods and of their ways, but you've spent most of your life in the Minotaur lands, so you might not know as much. But everybody else, from the ghastly figures and hearing about the fairy, you can assume that this is the river Tartex, which is the river that is used to ferry souls over to the underworld.
Is it Tartex?
Yes, Tartyx, Tartex.
Let's see now. Let's see, disgusting water. Fairy that doesn't run on taxes. And very gaunt people who need to bathe once in a while. Oh! By God! By gods! I think we're in the River Tartex!
Yep, but I put that together before you started talking, but that's okay.
That's strange.
As you're all sitting here contemplating the river, there's souls that are starting to back up behind you now, and some of them start moving around you to join the rest of the...
So looking around, we're the only ones that are, like, actual bodies here.
Yes, you're the only ones with your corporeal, is that the correct word?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Oh, let's take this discussion over to the left here and get out of the way of the line. We don't want to disrupt their bureaucracy or anything of the sort.
As you guys move to... Somebody was saying something?
Sorry. Oh, pardon me, sorry. As I
No,
bump my way through
all
the
we
cells,
see in
trying to
here
get to the
is
left.
all we see is the river in front of us, and then just like a dead-end cave behind us, essentially.
Like, the cave looks like it just goes into nothingness at some point.
Cool.
As you guys make your way to the side, you will see the figure turns to look at you, and he raises his staff, and the souls just start to split as he walks his way down, just like decrepitly walking over. As he gets closer, you can see he's like covered in rags, but amongst those rags are also mosses and seaweeds and the bits where it's torn through and there's no plants covering. You see it's like a very gaunt skeletal form. His face is covered by his cloak as well, and you can hear the breath as he walks forward.
I like take some cloth to my mouth to cover my breathing from it.
As he gets right up to you guys, you can see people are like trying to hand him things as he walks by, like coins and whatever trinkets they have on him, but he's just passing by all of them. He kind of waves his hand back to where the fairy is, and you can see another taller figure, but not quite as tall as him, cloaked, starts paddling as souls that are filling the entire ferry start going across. He'll turn back to you, Ford. My champions are here.
Oh, sorry, we don't have any money on us. Apologies,
You are looking for
come on,
champion.
guys.
Champion.
He'll look to Ukrit first and just... Lucky for you. You aren't paying today. And then turning to Igor. Yes, I am Atheros, the god of passage. And I have a quest for you four chosen. I've gathered you here by forceful means to save Theros.
Yes, quite barbaric indeed it was. I can understand, Theros is ravaged by tides of uncivilized nature and savagery, but, you could have brought up a bill. You could have talked to any city councilman about this deal. But your barbaric ways were so
No polis will be able to stop this. And as you know, the gods cannot control mortals. Only incentivize them.
So what's the incentive?
Theros' existence is at risk. Erebos seeks to destroy it, as well as destroy Nyx and its gods.
Are we familiar with Erebos?
You would know Erebos is one of the 5 major gods of the Pantheon. He is the god of death. So he overlooks the underworld. If anybody wants to do a religion or history check to get more information, you can.
Would I have advantage since this was like the main god of Scophos, correct? Or am I wrong on
That was Mogus.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I got a 20 on religion.
21.
So a 20, a 13, a 12, and a 21. So Sparx and Mayapple would know that that he runs the underworld. And he isn't really amongst the other gods of Nyx, which is the heavens above, where all of the gods, most of the gods live, as well as like magically born creatures. And then what are your names? Ukrit and Igor would know that he doesn't live up there. He's essentially at odds with all the other gods. He's not happy that he has to stay down here, though he runs the underworld with an iron fist, as well as the Titans are also kept in the underworld, so that might have something to do with this, or it might not. And you know he's not in charge of keeping them here. There's another guy that keeps them here, and her name is, of course, I have it bookmarked, Clothis.
And what's in it for you?
My only role as a god is to make sure souls pass safely to the underworld and the afterlife. But they must make it here by their own destiny. What Erebos wants to do will destroy millions of lives. Lives that don't deserve to be cut short.
And he's going to ruin your fairy business cutting your profits dramatically. That makes so much sense now. Oh, I just threw my pencil. Well,
if anything, the ferry will be busier. This is the only way into the underworld.
oh, so the underworld won't be destroyed?
No. If anything, it'll make Erebos more powerful.
Oh.
He seeks to overthrow the Pantheon in Nyx.
Well, I, for one, will take up this offer. I cannot sit idle by while all of Theros is destroyed.
Well,
It is not what hero would do.
it does look a bit savage down here. I suppose it could use a bit more spiffing up. I suppose if a pharaoh wants me to spread the seeds of concrete and steel, by magic I'll do it.
And you, Satyr, as he kind of just looms over the top of you.
Feel like there's not really an option here. Kind of brought us here. Don't really see a way out. So I guess I'm in.
Good. I'll make it worth your time. Outside of the obvious, saving Theros and all. Erebos plans to unleash the World Eater upon Theros. An ancient monstrosity that, though born of Nyx, sought to destroy Theros before Heliod and Nylia trapped him away. But now he seeks to release him unless you four can find the 5 items of magic that I can use to seal him for good.
Can I make an insight check?
Yep.
Do I know anything of the World Eater as a follower of Nylia?
Give me a history.
Or Nylia?
Yeah,
History.
he's telling you what.
Okay. I was just trying to see if his motives might have been like he
Yeah.
has something ulterior he was trying to do, or
He's, you would also know from a previous history check, I'll roll it over into Atheros as well. Atheros is very much a stays out of the business of other gods kind of god.
well,
But this is something, this is something that specifically is going to mess with the balance of life and death. So he's stepping in, especially because he's outside of Nyx, where if the other gods were going to start getting in on this, it would cause war amongst them. If he's able to handle it under the table, it'll work out a little bit better. History from Mayapple with a 7. You've heard of the World Eater, but in passing stories, it's never really been explained to you.
Just to confirm, Sharp, this is the god that my god has beef with, right? Because he escaped from here?
Not directly. He has more beef with Erebos.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Because Erebos had him. Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, Atheros got him in. He did his job. If Erebos can't keep him there, that's his problem.
Gotcha.
Well, my good friends, I suppose let us go and pave this decrepit cave with lights and civility. Where shall we find these mystic items of destroying Erebos?
He'll hold his skeletal hand forward. There's still flesh on it, but it's very, very thin. He'll hold it forward in an upwards thing, and a little image will start to appear in his hand. 5 treasures you must find. The egg of a harpy. Harpies' bloodlines have traces of magical essence in them leading back to Nyx. Like, obviously an egg will appear. Next, a circular, an eye is going to appear. The eye of a Cyclops. The first Cyclops was embedded with a magical gem within its eye. And this magic has been passed down through the Cyclops generations. The next, you will see it's the body of a feline resting, and then at the top there is the head of a humanoid with like a large headpiece. The gift of a Sphinx. Sphinx hold the knowledge of the world, and they give out gifts to those they seem fit. After that, a crown will appear, and it seems to have like icicles hanging off of it. The frozen crown. Only one of these resides within Theros, within the far lands, or upon the highest mountain peak of the Winter's Heart, far to the north of Theros. And then the final one will just be an orb again. You can't, it doesn't have color to it, so you can't tell what it is right yet. But he'll say, and finally, the Obsidian Pearl. Those who seek this pearl must be able to take on the mighty Kraken. And then he will close his hand as it disappears.
Sounds easy.
Those are
I mean, like,
fantastic
2 days, we'll be done with this.
Your cockiness exuberates from you, Satyr. As a token of my goodwill, to start off, I will give you these. And he'll open up his pouch, and inside of it you can just see tons of coins, gold, silver, bronze. There's other trinkets in there, and you can see, like, as he opens it, it looks like it's full, but it just starts, like, it looks like it's falling back into the bag more. He'll dig around in there for a second and then pull out 4 coins, and he'll hand them out. He'll hand one Mayapple, one to Ukrit, one to Igor, and you can see it has like a little fairy on it on the coin. It's not like a typical coin you'd see used in Theros. There's a little fairy on it, and then as he gets to you, Sparx, he'll dig in the bag again, and he pulls out. It's a coin, but it doesn't look like the other three's coin, and it doesn't look like a typical Theros currency coin.
Okay.
You know this coin to be the lucky coin of a friend from... And he'll hand that to you, and as he says it, he'll say, if returning here, you can use this coin to cheat death, you could say. A free life, if you will. If you so choose.
Cool.
I'll take the coin and
Thank
I
I'll
will
you.
need no such thing,
put it in a pouch.
but I appreciate.
As you complete your tasks, I can send you more gifts. But this is all I can do for now.
Thank you.
All right. Well, good to meet you, Mr. Atheros. But, how do we leave?
He'll just point his hand off behind you in the cave distance where it looked like it went to nothingness, and suddenly you start to see a swirl pattern come out of nothing, and a large vortex is there waiting for you.
Straight into the portal. I'm leaving as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Slap my face.
Same.
Like, rub my eyes. Just make sure that it's all still there. This isn't a dream.
You're all there.
Yeah. And then I'll step in.
Mayapple will bow her head, say thank you again, and then walk through.
And then, as you go through, you don't get wet from the water, but you hear the swirling as you go through. And as you come out the other side, it is dark. You're in a small room, and you hear snoring behind you.
Oh. Well,
Turn to look what's behind us.
As you look
Yeah,
around,
quietly.
you can see one large reptilian head laying next to you, and another, and another, and a fourth one. And then directly behind you is just the bloody stump of a neck, where you can only assume that, yeah, you could get through the portal one way, but the other way wouldn't have worked so well. So looking around the walls, the head seems to have exploded. And the door in front of you is covered in acid as it's melt away. And you start to hear a gurgling as the neck starts having two little heads starting to sprout out of it as they're trying to break through that lining covering the neck.
I think we should quickly leave.
were the other heads asleep?
Is there a way out?
Yep, the other ones are still asleep.
Let us go.
We could kill it while it's asleep.
I do not
Put it
think it is a
down.
good idea.
You're welcome to try. I'm
I
getting
kill
out of
something
here.
when it's not attacking you.
As you guys are explaining this to each other, the two heads break through the lining on the neck and start screeching. The other ones start...
Door!
Oh,
Don't
jeez.
care if it's covered in acid.
Yeah, like the door's melted away
Yeah.
at this point, so you just walk through it.
Oh my god, I'm so glad to be out of that podunk dirt bucket of a town. That gross river Tartex.
As you make your way through, the two heads just slam into the door and then like back up because they can't get through and they're screeching in there. The room you're in is lit. Nobody's in there, but you do see two packs of things familiar to Sparx and Mayapple.
I got all my stuff.
That is all of the rest of
Oh,
your
my
equipment.
things.
Yes.
Goes over and just grabs things and start attaching it to like the leather belt she's wearing on her equine body. It's like da 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 da.
Oh, you guys own things. How cute.
And with that, you can make your way outside, and our heroes have their quest, and that is where we'll end tonight.
Yay.
Awesome.
Ooh,
Very good. Very good.
good
Thank you.
stuff.
Yeah, so thanks everybody
Ooh,
for
another
watching.
follow. Ooh.
Yeah, another follow. Thank you. There's been a lot of support tonight. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Again, we're doing this every other Wednesday as of right now, 7:30 p.m. EST, and you can catch Fandelver and Amoris on Mondays, 6:30 p.m. EST, and Fandelver 6:30 p.m. EST on Friday.
All wrong.
All wrong?
I was gonna say, isn't it 8:30
Oh, it's 7:30.
EST?
It's 7:30.
We live on a different time
Yeah,
zone.
yeah, yeah.
Eastern.
No,
So
that's
this one is
totally fine.
8:30
Yeah.
p.m. EST. The other two are 7:30 p.m.
7:30,
EST.
yes.
Sorry.
No, it's all good, dude.
Yeah. Be sure to follow
Tommy yelling
Swindler's
at
Den
him.
on all Swindler's Den on Twitter, Discord, all the fun things. Grizz, do you want to say anything else about Swindler's Den?
No, just make sure, make sure to come through on the 14th and 18th for that dice giveaway for us reaching affiliates. We're also only one sub away from being able to lock a new emote slot. However, our emotes are still being accepted by Twitch, so you can't access them just yet, but hopefully soon. Thanks for checking out the first episode.
Yeah,
It was fun.
I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did.
Thanks for joining us.
I got to kill everybody, which is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
We had one sub today, so that counts towards our active god next time. So we need 4 more to get a major active god. And then remember,
I did write that down too, just in case someone forgot.
then every 500 bits, remember minor active god. So it's not going to change the world, but it might be something they have to deal with, or it might be a gift. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy your swindlers.
Hey, thanks that one guy. Hey, we appreciate it.
Hey, there's
Nice.
new.
That gets us our new emote slot when
New
they
emote
finally
slot.
approve our emotes.
And
Thank you
3
so
away
much.
from a major active god. So
True.
Hey.
We will see you 2 Wednesdays from now. Well,
2 Wednesdays from now here. 2 days from now for Fandelver.
true that.
Bye.
Bye,
Goodbye.
y'all.